Alright, so today's activity, we're going to be exploring the different parts of the microscope and its uses. So first we're going to start off introducing the children and just giving them a background. So a microscope is a very powerful magnifying lens. They make tiny objects larger. People use microscopes to see objects that are too small to be seen with their own eyes. As light passes from the object through the lens makes the object look bigger. It can help us see tiny objects like grains of sand, small insects, and bacteria up to 1,000 times their actual size. Some things we should remember when using a microscope is to never touch the glass part of the lens with our fingers. Always keep your microscope covered when not in use, and always carry a microscope with both hands. The icebreaker today entails a walkthrough of the different parts of the microscope. The following pages in the book include instructions for the children to follow by having them color in the corresponding parts according to the instructions you read aloud. Pass out the coloring pages and distribute coloring materials. It is not necessary to complete the questions that follow the coloring activity. So this is what the coloring page looks like. It has different lines to the different parts of the microscope. This is an enlarged picture of the page you'll be handing out. And we're just going to do a quick walkthrough while the children are coloring the part of the microscope. So the base and the arm are usually one cast of material. The arm is the correct place to grip the microscope when carrying it while supporting the base with the palm of your other hand. The body is the tube and allows the light to pass upward to where the user's eye is. And the lens is the eyepiece that usually has a magnification of 10x. This microscope begins at a power of 4x and goes up to 40x. The stage is the platform that supports the specimen to be observed. The stage has a hole in its center to allow the light to pass through, so specimens can be positioned over the top of the hole. Light microscopes use a bulb or a mirror as their light source, and the switch for this light is usually found on the base of the microscope. You can control how much light goes through the specimen by adjusting the diaphragm. After the light has passed through the specimen, it enters the objective lens. The shortest of the three objectives is the scanning power objective lens, which has a power of 4x. And it goes up again to the highest power lens of 40x. The total magnification is the product of the eyepieces times that of the objective lens, which is where they get the 4x, 10x, or 40x. The coarse adjustment knob is the larger knob on the microscope. On these microscopes, there's only a coarse adjustment knob that adjusts the stage up and down. Do not use the coarse adjustment knob on the highest power setting because you can crack the lens or the slide. Okay, so in this demonstration, we're going to show you how to create a slide, although most of the slides at the site will be already prepared for you. So there will be 3 stations. Station 1 will include slides about food, like strawberries and yogurt. Station 2 will include slides about the environment, like dirt, pond water, and leaves. And Station 3 will include slides about me. These will include hair and an optional cheek cell slide, where the students will swab the inside of their mouths with a Q-tip and prepare the slide to view their cheek cells in the microscope. This is optional, and the students will also have the choice to view pre-prepared slides. Okay, so to prepare your own slide, we're going to take the slide and the cover and then take your sample. In this case, it will be some potting soil, and place it in the center, placing the cover slide on top to cover and protect the sample. You're going to handle the slide on the edges with your fingertips and place it on the stage in the center, covering the hole, and then use the clips to secure the slide in place. You want to make sure that you begin on the lowest setting and work your way up accordingly. So we're going to first turn it on to allow the light to pass through the sample and view this sample. For some samples like soil, the lowest adjustment, the lowest magnification is the best. But for some samples like water, where bacteria is often viewed through the microscope, you may need to adjust it to a higher magnification. But play around with it and see how the different magnifications alter your perspective. Okay, at each station in the booklet, the students will have the opportunity to record their observations by drawing what they see at various magnifications and what's going on. They will be able to do this at every single station and record their observations. And then at the end, we're just going to debrief with the students, asking them what 3 different parts of the microscope are, what are some uses of it, and the 3 essential tasks that a microscope allows us as scientists to accomplish. It allows us to magnify an image, resolve an image by separating details, and contrast by rendering details that are visible to the eye. That's pretty much it for this activity. Hope you guys had fun.